Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Maria Bailey. I am a career specialist working in the Silicon Valley and the Silicon Hills. If you want to learn how to have a killer resume that people will read, understand, and call you for more, stick around. I will share my screen today. We're going to go through this together. If you want to learn tips on how to grow your career and also on how to stay alive through a job searching process, make sure that you like this video, subscribe to my channel, and let's get started. So, welcome back. Here we have a resume, and this is what we call contemporary resume. There's the classical resume, which is probably the one you know, and there is this one, which is a different version. Okay, so today I'm using Canva. So here, canva.com. And here on Canva, I love Canva because you have already templates ready for you. So you just have to copy and paste your information. And you also don't have to pay. So because Canva is free, there is a paid version, but you do not need for your resume. So here I got like a few examples for you. So this one, you see like it's still black and white, but it has already two columns. The way that you organize the information is different, and we're going to go over in a second. Here we have another template. This one, it has like more colors already, even like it colors on the font. Again, it has the two columns. It looks how it's much more catchy, like the eyes. It brings much more attention. It asks for much more attention, right? The colors, the way that you are organizing the information here. So I love this one. If you are in the US, make sure that you don't have your photo in the US is not recommended. I don't know why. To be honest, personally, my resume has my picture. And every time that I apply, I think it's just important for people to see who I am and how I look like. It can be a personal thing, like a personal option, but I have to share with you that it's not recommended here. Then we have this one. This one is like it's full of colors. It also has icons. It has here like the skills is different the way that this person like is grading the skills. So this one is much more colorful and it brings the information in a really different way. What I want you to see here is that there is a way for you to imprint your personality on your resume already, like just from the layout of it. So make sure that you are also using the layout of your resume to tell your story. Okay. And then we have this one. This one also use colors. So this one we have three colors, right? We have this blue, gray, and then we have this navy, and we also have red. But be careful with red. Red can be a little too strong. If you're gonna use red, use it strategically. How you can use the colors is strategically. You can have the colors on your resume be the same colors as the company's brand. So if you're applying, for example, for Coca-Cola, their brand colors are red and white. So make sure that you are also playing with these colors without being overwhelming. Okay. So this is a way that you can use also colors on your resume to show them that you are already part of the community, that you are somehow already connected to the company. Cool. So let's go back here to the top, and I'm gonna do like a zoom here because I really want you to see, and we're gonna understand the skeleton of this resume. So this resume has the name of the person, and pay attention to the size of the name. It is not like it's small as here contact details. It is big enough for people to pay attention to your name, to remember your name, okay? And then we have here the title of this person, high school teacher. For the title of your role, be careful or pay attention, I should say. Uh, you don't want to limit yourself having the title here. So, or you don't have to have the title, or if you decided to go for a title, have something that it can be general. High school teacher, it is really general. You can also have like HR specialist or IT personnel or professional or something like this. So it's more like where you are or which industry you are than your title per se. Okay. Then we have here details. Contact details come first. Why? Because you want them to see we want them to connect with you. And let me make this even bigger. So here we have contact. It has to have your phone number, of course, your email. If you work in a company already, do not have your professional email, have your personal email. Sometimes companies, they take a while to call you to enter in contact with you, and maybe you're not in that company anymore, so you will never receive the email. So here your personal email. Website, it is not a must. If you have a website, that's an amazing bonus, but you don't have to have a website unless you have a profession that needs a portfolio. Okay, even though I recommend portfolio for all professionals. And then you have your address. Nowadays, you don't have to have your full address. So here I would have, let's edit this one. I would have your city, um, here, your city, your state, and also your zip code. That's enough nowadays. Um, I guess this is like for a security reason, safety reason. So that's it. And something that we're missing here is LinkedIn profile, right? Your LinkedIn profile here, it is a must for your contacts. Rest assured that if someone is reading your resume and is interested in give you a chance, they will go to your LinkedIn. Okay, so if you don't know how to update your LinkedIn or how to have a LinkedIn, make sure that you watch my video on how to have a LinkedIn profile. Make sure to watch my video on how to have the best LinkedIn profile. Then we have professional profile. And this professional profile sometimes we also call summary. Okay? So this is like a blurb, a really short. People hear me out. It is a really short paragraph about who you are as a professional. And on this summary or professional profile, you can describe who you are, how long you've been doing, some of your main skills. So it's really like telling a little bit of your story. A lot of companies nowadays, they don't ask you anymore for cover letters. So it is here when you have opportunity to shine. Okay. Then we go to accomplishments. Accomplishments and awards is the session that most of you miss out, because if you have the highlights of your career already in a section, under a section, it will make so much easier for people to find information. That's one thing that you have to keep in mind. For resume, make sure that it is consistent, it is easy to find the information. If people have to think, believe me, they will not. They will just move on because they have probably 500, 1,000 other resumes to read through. So make sure that your information is easy to be found. Then we have the skills. This section here, it is the easiest section for you. On the skills, what I recommend is to have not more than 10 skills. Nobody is super hyper mega expert on more than 10 things. So make sure that you don't have 30 skills here because it will not make sense. Why is the easiest? Because the majority of the role descriptions, the job descriptions, they have this section as well, telling you which skills are important to them, which skills they want to see in you. So we will not get a lie here. There is no lying in your resume because you can't sustain a lie. Nobody can. So we're not gonna lie. But if they are asking for 7 skills skills that you can bring to your resume and back it up, then bring this 7 and have under your resume and then add 3 more. Okay. So if you have only 5, bring only 5. If you have only 3, bring these 3 to your resume and then add the the rest of them for you to have at least 10, 7 to 10 skills here on your resume. So make sure that on your resume, you're not offering what you think is important to them, but you're offering what they are telling you that is important to them. Okay. And then we have interests. Interests is a lot of people are so afraid to have this section like, oh, but I'm Maria, I'm gonna talk about my personal stuff. Like, who am I? Like, no, I should keep professional. Well, let me break this new for you. Every professional, it is also a person, right? So make sure that you bring here your interest is what, because it can be a differential. It is also the part that the other person will connect to you because people connect with people. People do not connect with skills, for example. Okay, so make sure that you are strategic on showing a part of you, a personal part of you, that it is also connected or to the role or to the industry or to the companies. So let me give you an example. If you are applying for a role inside Nike and you also run, for example, or you do marathons or you do half marathons or you just start running, it is something that you should share here under your interests because it is something that is directly related to the company. Okay. Also, if you have memberships that are relevant, if you are part of an association, if you are part of a community that is relevant, make sure that you have it here under interests because then people see that you're not doing that just for the money or just because you want to, work on that company. You're doing this because it is something that is also part of your values and your personal interests. Cool. Now, let's move to the second column here. And on the second column, we have your career history. Why I don't have the academic background on the top? Because you will only have academic background or education on the top if you are still going to school or just left school. So if you're fresh out of college. Otherwise, your professional experience will be always more important and more relevant than your education. And that's why we have career history first. If you have more than 3, let's say like 5 or even 7, don't go way too back. I would keep like 10 to 15 years. Everything that we've done like that is 20 years older, it is not as relevant. So if you have to care for like how much space are you using, make sure that you're giving more space and giving more attention to what is more recent. Okay. Then here we have education, so academic background. I want you to think this 2 ways. If you have more career history here that you want to share, so let's say that you want like a 4th or even a 5th experience here, we're going to get rid of this, of the details, and we will leave only the university, the course, and you don't need the date anymore. Okay, so here we can get rid of, oops, this 2017. And then also we would get rid of this. Okay, this is if you need more space on your resume to tell about your professional history. Now, if you don't have that much, then write a little bit more detail. So graduated with honors, attended from 2013 to 2017, awards, and the more details that, of course, will be relevant for the job. Okay. Also, let's say that you decided that you don't need this. So you have more to share about your professional experience, right? So we're going to get rid of this. And then another thing that we can add here is a third or fourth or even a fifth academic background. This part is also for certifications, for trainings. So make sure that you are adding everything here and not only college degrees or, academic degrees, because everything is part of your education. Cool. This is all for today, guys. I hope that was really, really easy for you. And if you want to learn how to update your resume fast for all your job applications, make sure that you watch my next video. I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.